Our last guest this week is founder, owner, and producer Adrien Lucas, and she's here to talk about the upcoming Atomic Holiday Bazaar. 12 years, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's exciting.
I know, and it gets bigger and
it's still fresh.
Bigger. Yes.
Still relevant, as we like to say.
You keep it that way.
Thank you.
I mean, you are hands-on, and you make it exciting every year.
I appreciate that. It's still fresh and fun for me. It really is.
Good. Now, I don't know how, but there are always new people coming into the area that don't know about the Atomic Bazaar. Can you give us an overview so that we get everybody up to speed, please?
Okay, well, very quickly, Atomic is an indie craft show. So when I use the word indie, it's 21st century craft. So we base it upon what our grandmothers or mothers or our fathers may have taught us, but it has a new perspective. That's really what it's all about.
It's fresh, like you said. Yes. It's some of it is cutting edge. It's not like anything you're going to see anywhere at any other craft or art show you've been to.
That's true.
Right. Okay.
Thank you.
Tell us what you have planned for this weekend.
Okay,
this year.
I'm excited because when this started, it was just a one-day event, and then we grew to the Bayfront Room. Then it grew to the street fair 3 years ago, which is really exciting, and I love that. But what is also nice is that the Art Center next door is having their Art in the Garden event that runs the same hours. The History Center, which is next door, the Chidsney building, which is very difficult to say, they opened up last year, so they'll be open on Saturday, again this year just for one day. Now, the Sarasota Garden Club is going to be open selling plants both days, same hours. So for me, like, I have goosebumps. The thought of that entire row being open for the weekend, I'm getting like fur clubbed. It's so exciting to me because I've always like wanted that to happen. And it's happening.
It's great.
I know.
It's because of you, yes.
Well, it's because of a lot of us, but it's super cool.
It's your baby.
Thanks.
So tell us about some of the little critters, babies that you have here that are available at the Atomic Bazaar.
These are some of my favorites. This is from my personal Atomic collection. Exactly. This was given to me last year by Sarah Lee of Stitch of Whimsy, and this is an homage to David Bowie. It's Ziggy Deer Dust. Sorry, I said that incorrectly.
It's okay.
And well, there you go. So this is actually David Bowie as a faux taxidermy. This is a new vendor who I think these are just delicious little earrings, and she is going to be in the street fair and called Sugar Sand Silver. I was quite taken by these. I'm going to buy them. Lola Blue, you are very familiar with. These, I think, are wonderful. They are travel-sized versions of her body products. So we have her peppermint bark, which is, I know, I totally agree. Every year she sends swag for the tote bags. So the minute that the swag arrives for the inserts that I put into the totes, I know it's Atomic season because my house smells like Lola Blue. So yeah, it's like a holiday tradition.
Tote bags, you have to be one of the first 100 people there to get a tote bag.
You do.
Okay.
The opening of Saturday and Sunday at noon. The first 100 people through the door will receive a free tote that features this year's sock monkey artwork by G Art Graham Smith, who will also be in the show.
Okay.
They are filled with coupons, really delicious swag. There is going to be a very special brooch in that is made by Carrie from Cab Fair. She makes one every year. It is a collectible. This one is super special.
Okay. Now, we've got a lot here to talk about. We're just going to show it as we go. But people on budgets, I mean, are these all for higher end? Can anybody buy anything?
There's a range, absolutely. I think the nice thing about Atomic is if you even can't afford to get into the show, there are parts of the show, the Bayfront Room and the Street Fair, that are free, as are the other groups that are participating. Those are all free to enter as well.
Okay. So there is a fee.
There is a fee to get into the main auditorium. It's $5 for adults.
But it's well worth it.
It's totally worth it. It really is. I would say that yeah, it's completely worth it.
Okay. Okay, have to go. If you haven't been, you have to go this year.
You do.
Okay.
I hope so.
Thank you, dear. Nice seeing you.
Thank you. Thanks, Nancy.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Suncoast FYI. We will return after a short break.